You want to start?
Good evening and welcome to a special meeting for the Town of Tusten Town Board for November 18th at 6:30 p.m. If you please join me with the pledge to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of
of
the
the
United States of America, and to the
and the
republic
republic for which
which
it
it
stands,
stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There are no announcements and no correspondence for this meeting. Special item number 1 is a motion to authorize the town clerk, Crystal Weston, to sign a merchant agreement on behalf of the town of Tusten with Municipay. Crystal, do you want to explain to them what that is, or would you like me to do that? Okay. What this is so that the town can use the credit card and a bank withdrawal system.
No, just so people can pay with credit or debit cards.
Okay, pay our credit with a debit card.
Pay your taxes with your credit or debit card.
Okay. That was one of the issues that we were having with the one credit card that we had, because of the amount that it was on there was so low that we were unable to pay for some of the other departments. Well, we did have an issue with that.
This is to allow residents to pay with their credit card.
I'm sorry?
This is to allow residents to pay with their credit card.
Okay, so it's not through your office. I misunderstood that.
They can pay, the residents can pay their dog license and marriages licenses through my office, and we'll also be able to do taxes.
Okay.
For accepting credit
I'm
cards.
sorry, I misunderstood what we were using that for.
Okay.
So that's what the program is for, so that the people can actually pay to the town clerk's office. The residents can pay them not only the taxes, but the license fees that are charged by the department.
Is there a reduction in the amount when they pay with a credit card? Well, I shouldn't say a reduction, but
The town will not have to pay any fees. The resident will have to pay fees. Whoever's using it, it's a 2.65% charge. You know, for any amount over $113. If they're paying a bill for under $113, it's a flat fee.
so in other words, they'll be paying that much more. Okay.
Yeah, it's so that it's up to them if they're willing to pay that. It's a service fee, but this is not going to cost anything to the town. It's just to allow them to use a credit card.
Jill, any questions on that?
nope, that makes sense.
I would put that in the form of a motion to authorize her to sign the merchant agreement on behalf of the town of Tusten with Municipay. A second?
Second,
I have a second from Jill. Bruce?
Aye.
Al?
Aye.
And I apologize, Al, I should have introduced you to any of the people in the waiting room as our new town councilman.
did anybody try to call Jane? Shall I try to call her?
I believe Crystal's reached out. She'll try again.
So I think you only have 2 votes on your motion. I don't think Jill and the
Aye.
supervisor voted.
Yeah. Myself as an aye, Jill, you are an aye. I do have
Yeah,
an aye from
yeah.
Dan from Al.
I wondered if that had changed since we are not live again.
Second on the agenda is a motion town board for the town of Tusten to approve the re-levies of the unpaid water and sewer charges for the fiscal year of 2020. They are as follows: uncollected water rents are $21,645.20. Uncollected sewer rents are $34,100.84. Total amount to be re-levied is $55,746.04. Any questions on that at all?
Yeah. Could you give me?
You need to unmute. Al's
There.
muted if he's talking.
I was just asking for a little bit of a explanation of what our re-levy is. And what the re-levy is those rents that are uncollected from the water and the sewer district that have not been paid. The county has to make the township whole. So we turn these over to the county. They will pay us, and then the county will go after the re-levy. So what we've got is a total of $55,746.04 between the two departments that are not paid, that the county will make us whole for, and then go after the reimbursement on the county taxes.
And that's just for the year 2020? Wow.
And it is fairly consistent from what I understand. Any other questions from the board on that? Okay.
Nope, go get our money back.
I would put forth the motion that the town board of the town of Tusten hereby approves the re-levy of all unpaid water and sewer charges for fiscal year 2020 as follows: uncollected water at $21,645.20, uncollected sewer rents at $34,184 for a total amount to be re-levied of $55,746.04. I will make the motion. A second on the motion. I have a second from Bruce on the motion. All in favor, Al? Jill?
Aye.
Bruce? And I am an aye. Item number 3 is from the interim superintendent of water and sewer, David Bunce, to authorize the purchase of a dewatering pump from the Hahn Equipment Company. He has 3 quotes that he had gotten. The first from the Hahn Equipment Company in the amount of $1,660. Second from company Blue Book of $1,759.56. And the third from Anglian Pumping at $1,716.94. This is the pump that they use to pull the water out of any of the areas that they're working in, be it an enclosed space or an outside space. Any questions on that from the members?
David spelled wrong. Has nothing to do with the money, but
David.
dived. We'll have
So
to
I would
tell
put
David
forth-
he's diving.
We'll put forth a motion to authorize David Bunce, the interim superintendent for Narrowsburg Water and Sewer, to purchase a dewatering pump from Hahn Equipment Company in the amount of $1,600
Yay.
as per the town of Tusten procurement policy. I have a second from Jill. All in favor,
Yes.
Bruce? Aye. Al is an aye. I am an aye. Number 5 is a motion to,
Nope. Go to number 4.
Number 4.
yeah, I was trying to get out of that one.
Oh, yeah?
So we've got the new roof that's been put on the building. Now we need to get the gutters. And I'm looking for authorization to contract the gutters as per the procurement policy. It looks like they're going to be, depending on who we get to do it and what the final quotes are.
I
between- Yes, Jill?
reviewed both. I did review both of them in CNA. I compared both. I went online and did some research, and CNA is definitely a better deal for and pretty much the same information. The other guys did want to have leaf gutters, but we don't really have any trees around the building, so that doesn't really make any sense.
No, I think we can go without the leaf. I just want to make sure that, do some more information on the gutters to make sure that they're both of the same quality, both being commercial and not residential. But it does at this point look like one is considerably lower than the other.
There is.
So I would look for authorization to contract for gutters as per our procurement policy. Yep, absolutely.
On the roofing contract, that the gutters were not included in it?
No, they were not. They, usually what we find is the roofing companies and the gutter companies are 2 different ones.
Give you a copy of the letters.
And a lot cheaper. Authorization to allow the supervisor to contract for gutters as per the procurement policy. I will make the motion. A second.
I will second it.
I have a second from Jill. Bruce?
Aye.
Al?
Aye.
And Jill?
Aye.
Jill? And I am an aye. And I am an aye. Number 5, set our year-end meeting date. Come to a conclusion on a date. Al, Brucey, Jill?
I have to see what day of the week are those. Not that it makes that much of a difference.
The 29th is
Tuesday and
Tuesday or Thursday, Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't care. Whatever works for everybody else. I don't care.
I'm kind of out of the box that whole week. Procedure going on.
either day, whatever you pick.
Yeah, whatever day you want.
Do you think you need me there? Probably not, right?
I don't think so. Do
Okay.
you have a preference of a day if we do?
If I do, have to be there, if the 29th would work, the 30th, I have Lumberland.
Okay, let's do the 29th.
Okay.
Time, I'm sorry? We have 6:30?
Which day?
The 29th at 6:30. If we can jump into January for the organizational meeting?
I won't be there for that.
Yeah, uh-huh. Thanks a lot, Danielle.
Sorry.
What time are we doing the what time are we doing the year-end meeting?
6:30, Jill.
6:30? 6:30?
Okay. 9, 6:30.
Make it 6:30. All the other ones were not. 4th, let's see, 4th.
The 4th to the 5th, one is a Monday and the other is a Tuesday. How about Tuesday? It's their normal work session anyway, if we still have them.
That sounds good. 6:30 also?
Yes,
That's the 4th.
that's the 5th.
5th, okay.
Any comments from the board before I make a motion to enter into executive session?
Well, the only comment I would have is to thank everybody for accepting me as the appointee, and I look forward to serving the community as best I can.
Thank you for taking it.
Yeah,
Welcome to
thank
the
you.
fire.
Yeah. Right.
At this point, I would make a motion to enter an executive session for the purpose of contract negotiations. Is that correct, Danielle?
The potential acquisition of real property.
I am corrected from contract negotiations to the potential acquisition of real property. I have a second from Jill. Bruce?
Aye.
Al?
Aye.
I am an aye. Jill?
Aye.
Turn it over to the town clerk.
So now.